Halloween. It's almost here.
Yeah, look at us, babes. Babes go Halloween. Babes go spook.
Oh, he's talking too.
I'd like to introduce our special guest. We have joining us today, Red Skeleton. No? Bethy's boyfriend. She likes him a little older. Yeah? Okay. But bad to the bone.
I know you have a lot to say, but honey, I have to turn you off for a while, okay?
You know, that isn't what we like to do as women.
No, normally not. We want their input, we want conversations, but that's not really a conversation.
No, we don't like turning men off.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, but this one, we could do it with a battery.
Oh no, it's battery operated.
Diana, be nice.
I am being nice.
Be nice. Be nice.
It's Halloween.
Well,
It is,
happy
and we
Halloween.
are so glad you are here.
Look at our cool costumes.
Yeah,
Look at Diana's.
costumes,
This is my
yes.
costume.
My costume.
I am a pumpkin. A giant pumpkin.
She's a lovely jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, well, no, I thought when they said costumes, I brought my cape, I brought a witch's hat, I was like, costume.
Well,
but
you
then I
could
realized
still
they
wear
meant
it.
T-shirts.
This is busy woman costuming. It is. I used to get gigged all the time when my kids were little and I was busy with the career and the this and the that and the other. And I would have people go, "Oh, you're not going to dress up?" And I would tell them, "Okay, this is my busy mom costume. This is my I'm so busy, I don't have time to find a costume."
So you were dressed as a busy mom.
Yes.
But wait,
Perfect.
did your moms dress up back in the day? My mom didn't.
No.
Not when we were kids, but I have this awesome photo of my mom and dad when they were first married, getting ready to go to a party. My mother had this pencil skirt on, and my mother was a hottie, and this tight shirt, and she was like
To play the show for her so she knows you
Oh no,
said
they
that.
did. My mom and dad used to love to host parties in our basement in Michigan. So there's parties of them, passing the orange under the chin, everybody dressed up.
I've done that. That was fun.
There was another time my mom and dad went. My dad was dressed as a sheik with the robes and the goatee, and my mother was a belly dancer. Oh my, yeah, so they did.
Wow.
They
That's
did.
cool.
For adult parties.
That's really cool.
But not to hand out candy.
No.
No, just
Did you guys have any moms on the block that dressed up to scare kids when they were handing out the candy?
No.
Not when I was a kid.
No.
I don't remember any adults dressing up unless it was for a party that they went
for a
to.
party,
But I don't remember that at all. I mean, now, like as a parent and taking my kids around when they were little, there were us parents in the street, we were dressed up to walk the kids around. That was kind of fun. And there are people at the doors that sometimes are dressed up. But I don't remember that as a kid.
No.
We had one
don't
lady on
either.
our block that used to dress up like a witch.
Oh, well,
with the
that's-
hat
that's fun.
and the cackle when she'd open the door, and we knew who she was, but it still scared the crap out of you every time.
That's fun.
That is fun, though.
That's fun stuff. You know what? You're bringing a good memory to me. This is one I've never told you guys. One time I was going to a Halloween party.
We don't know.
It was after high school, and this guy I was dating was going to be a farmer with the pitchfork.
Okay.
Well, instead of dressing up as, the farmer's wife, I dressed up as a green bean. So the farmer and the green bean. It was
hell do you dress
awesome.
up like a green bean?
Let me tell you.
Okay.
I bought a long sleeve, top, turtleneck top. I bought green tights. And my mom helped me. I took the clear thread and we sewed real green beans, like you string popcorn, and pinned them to my shoulder, and then pinned them around my waist. And I had a green beanie.
Oh my God!
And I was a green bean. I had real green beans hanging all over me.
So
She's got nothing on Lady Gaga.
Did
who
he
dressed up
harvest
in
you
meat.
later?
No.
No? He didn't make green beans Almondina?
No.
What? Oh,
But this does remind me of back in the day, we used to make
We
our
were
own
just
costumes.
kids, yeah.
I mean, all of it. Not even when I was a kid. When I was in my early 20s and living in my own apartment, my friends and I, we made up our own costumes.
Yeah.
I had a genie costume, and we went to the fabric store, and we got kind of that sheer stuff and the gold applique.
Yeah.
And it had around the ankles and around the waist.
Did you do your ponytail? She does
Yes,
the best.
I drew a genie ponytail. And I
She
had a little
always
veil
does
that
that still.
hung down, and I had like a gold bra with a sequence on it.
Yeah.
And that was my genie costume. My girlfriends and I,
kinda
we
cool.
made it. Yeah. I mean, I have a picture of it. Maybe Beth can even put it up.
Get some
But
pictures.
I will. One
I
adult
wonder if
Christmas
I have
party
the green bean.
that my husband and I went to, we dressed up as Mr. and Mrs. Dracula. So I had on the one-piece lycra bodysuit thing.
Okay.
And the cape, and the hair was all ratted out, and had the makeup on. And then another couple that came dressed up as bunches of grapes.
See?
Bunches of grapes.
So
and you're left with
they
the
did. They
green
had
bean.
on leotards. One had on a purple leotard, and then they did the purple grapes for the red grapes.
Was that when they did the Herd It to the Grapevine commercial for the grapes?
Probably, but
Remember
they
that?
came dressed up as bunches of grapes, green grapes and red grapes. How they ever got in their car to drive there, I will never know.
That's cool. That's cool.
Sitting on a
Then another one I did, my mom and my dad used to do ballroom dancing when they were younger.
Okay.
Really?
Yes. And my mother, I still have this dress to this day. My mother had this awesome red taffeta strapless ball gown.
Oh.
It's gorgeous, okay? And it
Nice.
fits me. So I took and I gathered up the front of it and pleated it and sewed it. So it was, I did a saloon girl costume out of it. So I got the
that's
fishnet
cool.
stockings and I had my hair
That's
up like
cool.
in an old-fashioned Gibson hairstyle.
Yeah.
And I repurposed this ball gown that
Yeah.
my mom had when
Yeah.
she was in her teens.
That's cool.
And turned
That
it
is
into a
fun.
saloon girl
See,
costume.
I'm not the only one that saves everything.
Well, yeah.
But it was a lot of fun
No,
being
it was
creative
fun.
and taking things and recreating it into something else.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things I love about Halloween is that you get a chance to be a character and put on a role
but you
and
know what?
pretend
Some
to be
people-
somebody else for an hour or two.
But
It's
some people
fun.
do still make their costumes. Everybody doesn't buy them. You
Oh,
would
that's
think.
true.
I mean, Sharon makes unbelievable costumes for the kids.
A bad mom award.
Unbelievable. No, she really
No,
does.
I mean
She's-
me, since I
Yeah.
used to make all my own.
See?
Right.
But yeah, now that I'm a busy mom
Yeah.
and full-time
Well,
job and kids,
Yeah,
I
some
have to
moms
say
don't
I
have the time. In all
I
fairness,
bought.
I got
my
to tell you,
kids'
one of my
costumes.
favorite make your costumes was for my son Matt when he was a toddler.
Yeah.
And my friend Lisa and I decided we were going to turn them into Dalmatians.
Oh my God!
So
how
we went and we bought the little white sweatpants and sweatshirts, and then little black iron-on appliques that we cut into circles.
Right.
And then we ironed them on.
Wow.
And then painted their
Oh.
faces, and they were adorable. That was the
Yeah.
most
Find
creative
that
I got,
picture.
though.
We'll put a bunch of pictures up. You
Yeah.
have cute pictures of the kids?
Yeah.
Last year, I think Sharon, Cammie, my youngest niece,
Right.
loves candy. I mean, this kid is like the candy kid, and she loves cotton candy, and she wanted to be cotton candy for Halloween.
Oh.
And Sharon figured out how to make her into cotton candy. It was adorable.
You know what we would really like you guys to do? We would like you to email us
Yes,
some of your
please
favorite
do.
Halloween costumes with photos if you have them
Yeah.
so that we can pop them up.
would be
And
fun.
you can do that at babesinvoicemail@gmail.com.
Babesandvoiceland at
That's what I
gmail.
said.
You
I
said
said
babes and-
babesinvoiceland@gmail.com.
She said babes in voicemail, but we
No, I
won't
did
tell her.
not. Roll the tape. Anyway, rewind. But anyway, babesinvoicemail@gmail.com. Oh shit, I just did it again.
See?
Babes and no, she put it in my head.
I told you.
Babesandvoiceland@gmail.com, and just tell us your favorite costumes that you made for yourself or your kids. Photos if you have them, and that would be a fun thing to
It
do.
would be a
And
lot
It
of
would
fun.
be really fun.
Put those up.
And before we leave Halloween, let's talk about just trick or treat
we
for a
leaving
second.
Halloween?
I don't want to
No,
leave Halloween.
No, we don't have to leave Halloween
Okay, so
yet.
talk about trick or treat.
I want to talk about trick or treat. When we were little, it was very different than it is now. Well, first, you could just go to all the neighbors, and,
Well,
and
you
now
knew all
the
the
parents
neighbors.
have to go with.
Yeah.
But in Chicago, when I was a kid, the little kids went right after school because everybody's mom was home. And then the big kids went out when it got dark.
You were that organized. That's pretty good.
Well, the whole city
They
did
went
it.
in
I mean,
shifts.
In
no,
shifts.
the little kids never went out when it was dark. It was
we
just
were
the
more
way
in
you
the
did it.
suburbs. We all went at the same time because there's a little more walk between the houses,
Yeah.
And you
But
had to
I
have your
just,
big brother or
nobody
sister
does
with
that
you.
anymore. I don't know if any other cities did that, but that's just the way I grew up. I thought it was always that way.
No.
The little kids go out after school.
when we were
and-
kids, there were a million kids on our block. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Our subdivision was nicknamed Fertile Acres because everybody had a ton of kids in these teeny tiny little brick houses. And yes, you did go out with your older brothers and sisters because, you know, it was their job to watch you and to trick or treat. But in Michigan and in Chicago, in Detroit and in Chicago, the crapshoot, Vegas lingo, when it rolled around to be Halloween was you'd have a great costume, okay? You could be a genie or you could be a soldier or you could
where
be
this is going.
a ballerina and then it would be blustery, blowing, and
Rainy.
35
Freezing
degrees
cold.
outside. So you had to put on your coat, okay? So you had this great costume and you kept
No one
wanting to
could see
flash the
it.
people going and they go, oh, what are you? I'm a ballerina because it was so damn cold. But yeah.
Oh God! You
A
know
lot of
what?
family fun, though.
Yeah.
And they've kind of continued that tradition. They've kind of shifted it a little, especially out here. We have a lot of trunk or treating.
Trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat.
I did not know what that, because I don't have kids, so I didn't know what that was until they told me.
It's a thing now.
It is, but it brings the
go-
community together. We did it at my school. A lot of schools do
All the
it.
cars come and open the
Yeah.
trunks. And
Well, you decorate the cars though too. You can make them spooky. You can make them funny. So you open up your trunk, but
Okay.
you decorate them, and then you decorate yourself. Or
And you pass out candy from the
from the
trunk or the hatchback of your car. Churches do it.
Yep.
Schools are doing it
Yep.
now. I live in a homeowners association, and we do it at the rec center. They have a trunk
That's
or treat
nice.
there.
I like it.
And
I just didn't know about it.
Keeps it safe. It keeps it, controlled.
Yeah, and then the parents can dress up, and you're seeing your family and your neighbors, and it's still that kind of thing. But I think it's even more community based
Right.
than it used to
cool.
be.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun.
Because
Then-
unfortunately, a lot of people don't know their neighbors. Not like we did
anymore.
when we were growing
No.
up.
Yeah.
So-
No,
I
absolutely
don't really
not.
know too many neighbors in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
don't.
No.
And I've been there since it was built in 1999.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I still don't know.
I have a neighbor in I have a neighbor. I actually took a little video of it and a couple of still shots. They go crazy decorating for every
Yeah.
holiday, and it's the craziest thing. It's like a clown car because it starts out one day and it'll be like their house had all these pumpkins that appear to the left of the house.
Okay.
And then the next day, there's all these little headstones in their yard. And then the next day, they've got webbing all over their trees. And then the next day, they've got the ghosts that are hung from the trees that are fluttering. In the, so it takes several days, and the
that's
whole front
Yeah.
yard is Halloweened out. I took a little video the other day.
Cool.
I don't know where they store all this stuff, but it's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I love that one.
Well, people in
decorate
Nevada
a lot.
really have embraced Halloween, and I think some of that comes from
Yeah.
it being Nevada's
Nevada Day.
birthday, Nevada
Yeah.
Day. We were put, we became
A state.
a state on Halloween.
We did?
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
did.
know that.
October 31st.
Educational
Ah.
on Babes in Voiceland.
Yeah, so it kind of just dovetailed in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's a birthday celebration, and we talk about Nevada history and how we were needed during the Civil War, and we didn't have enough people in our state to truly be a state.
Yeah.
But they needed our silver.
Yes, they did.
And our
And we
gold,
are
all
the
our
silver
precious
state.
metals. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Hey.
Lincoln at the time said, "Hey, got a deal. You can become a
Can
state."
you tell she's a teacher? Except for, because in Nevada, we have to change everything and make it convenient.
You know what? I do have a metal detector. Maybe we should go out and
There's not
one
that
day
much in the
see if we can
ground.
find
So
some
I
more
liked
silver.
it when we first moved here because Nevada Day
Was on Halloween.
was on Halloween,
yeah.
and that if it fell in the middle of the week, and when I was working too, and you would dress up on that day either for school or for work. Now they've changed it, so it's the last Friday in October. Blah blah, boring.
And
but
what
we
did-
still, everybody still trick or treats on Halloween.
Right, but we
Well, you
celebrate
have
Nevada's
to.
birthday on a Friday.
But
Three-day
Oops.
weekend.
and
that part's
we
kinda
had
nice.
a good time on Nevada Day. Babes got together.
We did. We were together on Nevada Day.
we were.
Because I had the day off. I could hang.
Are we going to talk about that now? Or
Oh, wait a second though. I have to tell you, my high school colors were black and orange.
Oh, well.
Which we were like, we joked about it all the time because it was kind of Halloweeny. But I wear them proudly still to all of our reunions. But yeah, we were black and orange. That was our school colors.
That's
crazy.
cool. Yeah. Well, you know what? We should probably take a break.
Let's take a break.
Get a word from our sponsor.
And when we
and
come
then
back,
come back.
we will tell you what we did on Nevada Day. Stay tuned.
The golf store you've been waiting for is now open. Bob Allen Golf is located at 6415 South Fort Apache, Las Vegas 89148. Join our online family at boballengolf.com. At Bob Allen Golf, your game is in the bag.
Hi, and welcome back. I've been having so much fun because I really enjoy Halloween, but I know we want to talk a little bit more about what we did on Nevada Day. Yeah,
Ta-da!
Beth.
Drum roll. We got together to film our 100th audio show of Babes in Voiceland.
100 shows.
Yeah.
100
shows.
shows that you can find on babesinvoiceland.com.
She did it right.
On our website.
Good girl.
Thank you, God. We have 5 seasons. We're about to put up our 100th podcast.
Very
Lots of
exciting.
laughter on the go.
In fact, it will
excited.
be up before this airs.
Oh,
well.
we'll see that magic.
Well, actually, it will be up. I think I'm going to put it up probably tomorrow, and I have to edit what we're doing right now.
Ah,
okay.
And then
So, yeah.
this will go up by Halloween.
At
So
the same time, close enough.
you know,
Close enough.
but we
We're
had
not
a
counting.
great time. Oh my God, all the stuff we reminisced about.
Yeah, because 100 shows, that is a lot of material.
And
Yes,
the
it is.
comedy
That's a lot
sketches.
of laughs. Oh my gosh.
One of my favorite of all time was one Terry wrote called Frank's Garage. Was
Oh, Frank and is it
Frank and Joe's Garage.
Frank
or
and
something
Joe's
like that.
Garage.
that.
Yes,
Yeah,
Frank and Joe's
yeah.
Garage. It was hysterical. I think it was in like show 7, 6
I don't know.
or
one of
7.
our early shows?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
when you first discovered you could do a great guy's voice.
She can.
Who knew?
This cute little
Joe.
thing
Do Joe.
does an
Do
amazing
Joe.
guy's
I don't
voice.
remember.
And then we've had some series. We had the Sadie and Sophie series over the years.
We
Yeah.
sure did.
Which
We
was
did.
awesome.
We sure did.
It was. She was the daughter Sharon.
Sharon!
Yeah,
And
what,
you
Ma?
were-
What?
was
What?
Sophie.
What, Ma?
Sophie was kind of a mensch, you know. She kind of whined all the
Who did
time.
I
She
play
did.
in that? I can't even
did.
remember.
Narrator.
Was I just the narrator?
You were the
I
narrator.
was just the narrator. I wasn't
Wasn't
special.
important. Without you, we couldn't move the the
That's
plot
right. I
along. We
was
needed
the
our
narrator.
narrator.
Yeah.
And our CBD cookies that I made.
Oh, yeah.
I was good at that.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we had the Brooke Stream series. Terry wrote that series. I also got to be a dude in that one. I was a hard of hearing old stagehand, and my name was
right.
Cal.
And then
And you were
we
the washed
did,
up talk show host.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my God! Just so many great scripts we've done. We both
Sorry, we did Sorry. Sorry's
Diana's
awesome.
idea. We both wrote some of them. That came out
We
great.
wanted to showcase Terry's voice because
Yes,
we had
we
done some
did.
previous scripts with our other group and earlier on in our Babes in Voiceland efforts, and we wanted to showcase Terry's voice. So I had come up with this idea that kind of was a riff on the whole Siri Alexa thing.
Yeah.
And she was the AI in Beth's car.
I was.
And she has
Yeah.
a mind of her own. So no matter where Beth wants to go or
Surprise.
no matter what Beth wants to do,
She would say,
sorry.
"We're going somewhere else." It was
I love
funny.
taking you to Red Rock for the
loved
exercise
that, but-
you needed.
Yeah, but she'd take me to the wrong Red Rock instead of the casino where I wanted to go. She'd take me to the.
Yeah.
Red Rock Canyon for a hike.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So we had fun with that. A lot of fun
That
with
was
that.
fun. What
did.
else? What
Kool-Aid
else did we?
Man.
Oh, hey, Kool-Aid Man! Hey,
Yeah.
that was great. I'd always be hoarse after we did those, but
Yeah.
I loved.
We couldn't take too many takes on that because
No,
it was.
same when we would do the
Yeah.
Brooke Stream show because the Cal is, I'd
Yeah.
be,
But
you know,
it was fun.
gruff and
What else
growly.
did we?
And that would just kill your voice.
Yeah,
Oh,
it would.
47 years later.
Oh, the coma.
That was a
coma
series
doll.
of,
Yeah.
it was about a girl that was in a coma and woke up 47 years later. She's from 1970.
Yeah.
Woke up 47 years later and,
So her
and
big sister.
had
yeah.
no idea about,
Cell phones.
cell phones. They pick up
Flat
a cell
screen
phone.
TVs.
She goes, I just got a Kodak Instamatic camera last week. You can't take a picture with that little flat thing. Where do you put the film? I mean,
Yeah.
It was,
That
Yeah,
was
so
fun.
we-
Well, it's neat looking at the change from just 30 years,
Yeah.
40 years,
Oh my
how much things have
God.
changed.
Yeah.
So we kind of wanted to showcase that and
Yeah.
kind of look
and we'd
at.
all come up with a different idea. Hey, put this in. Look how this has changed. I mean, TVs, phones, billboards.
So the premise was the
everything.
older sister was bringing the younger sister, who'd been in a coma for 4 to 7 years, up to speed on what was happening in the world. And it was hilarious.
Yeah, and there's so much that you don't even realize that we just have kind of rolled with in our lifetime that we forget about.
Yeah.
So even though we know you love Babes Go Video, our new video show, please go back to our website, babesandvoiceland.com, or any Android, Apple Podcasts, and check out all our 100 shows.
100
That's
shows.
amazing.
2.5
Amazing.
years.
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
years.
Of sitting around Beth's dining room table.
My dining room table is finally going to become a dining room table instead of a recording studio. It's kind of sad,
For
but
now, but
you
we know that we can convert
yeah,
it
you
back
never
if we
know.
want to do that. And the exciting thing about it, you guys, is that we have grown into this new format.
Yeah.
To
We're very
showcase
excited.
our
Very excited.
silly side. And we're enjoying it a lot, and we're in this magnificent studio, WWDB TV, right
Yes.
here in Las Vegas.
in Las Vegas.
And it's just great. So
It is.
we've grown and we've
have.
And here we are.
expanded.
And with that, I hate to say, we're about out of time, ladies.
Again?
For this show.
Time for this
yeah.
show.
Just
time
for this
flies
show.
when you're having fun. So listen, I hope you all have a happy Halloween. Boom! Kids,
Happy Nevada Day.
get lots of candy, kids.
Lots of candy.
And
Apples? No.
hey, you know what? We should hear from our guy. I got to put him back together.
She's going to put the
Let's
batteries
let him
back
sing
in
to you
the
as
guy
we're
to
driving.
turn him back on with the
Let
batteries.
him take it away.